Hello guys, in this tutorial we're gonna play around with auto margins. So for testing purposes I'm gonna delete this line and this line, so now we don't have our own custom margins, we have default one by the browser. There you go. So the nice thing about this is that both of these paragraphs are resizable. Check this out. They're pretty much responsive, with a little bit of code. And basically all job is done on the side of browser. But the question is, what if you want to change that margin? How to split it in a half in such a way that you're not using, margin left and margin right. Sure, you can do that, like a margin left 50 pixels, margin right 50 pixels, but you need to type pixels. Is there any easier way? Well, yes, let's practice with the first A paragraph. So margin, and you're gonna say auto, and now result will be this. Pretty much same stuff, but the moment when you define width of that paragraph, then you will see instant changes. Check this out. Width 500 pixels, and now you will see what I'm talking about. There you go, guys. Left and right margins are calculated automatically, and now when you resize your thing, there you go, everything is kinda fixed here, but margins are dynamic. So why these things are fixed? Well, because you have width here that is in pixels, it is fixed. So same things with B, if you wanna do that, like a margin left. This is manually and this is stupid, but it will get the job done. Like a 50 pixels and margin right 50 pixels. But here's the thing, this element, this paragraph will still be resizable because you don't have a fixed width, you have just fixed margins down there. So check this out. Oops, wrong. Okay, there you go. See? So in first case we have fixed width for paragraph A, and it will be constant, so margins are dynamic. But down there for paragraph B we have resizable width, okay, but the margins are fixed. So basically that's opposite scenario, right? So you can play around with this a little bit. Can you use additional, like, vertical margins starting from A paragraph? Sure, you can do this with margin bottom 100 pixels, and now you will push B totally down there. Well, at least for 100 pixels, of course. If you change this to 200 pixels, there you go. But if you use minus here, is that possible? Well, yeah, and you're gonna basically do overlapping, but trust me, over time, if you have multiple of them, like multiple paragraphs and divisions, we're gonna learn about divisions a little bit later, you will probably confuse yourself. So don't use minuses yet. Okay, don't do that yet. 200 pixels will get the job done. So here's a recap. If you wanna split these spaces, these margins dynamically, without thinking, without calculations, use margins auto, and you will get the job done horizontally. But then you must state fixed width of that paragraph. An opposite scenario is down there where you have fixed margins, but the width of element is dynamic. So maybe if this is confusing, well, just solve that by destroying B and also remove it from HTML, and then you will have simpler scenario, and then practice with that. Okay, something like that. So yep, fix width plus auto margins will yield you that result. So that's pretty much it, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and see you next one.